Hi folks, thanks for tuning in and welcome back again. I wanted to take a little bit of time to share this new EDC knife, and as you can see, it's a real beauty. It is a Bark River Bravo Necker 2, and this is the 2016 version. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the knife. I'll talk a little bit about the sheath that it came with. I'm not really crazy about it. I'll talk about my preferred carry option, and I'll also compare the older versions, the original Bravo Necker and the Bravo Necker 2, to this new release. So this is the sheath that it came with, and it has a belt loop on the back. It's a little bit heavy, and it's a magnetic sheath, by the way. There's the opening, and as you can see, it's not the greatest craftsmanship, and the knife is basically retained in there by the magnet. There you go. But I do have another carry option, and I'll share that in a second. But first, let's talk about this knife. And for those of you that are interested in smaller fixed blades, this knife is 7 inches overall, or 17.8 centimeters. Now the blade is coming in at 3.5 inches, or 8.9 centimeters. The blade steel is CPM 154, so it is a high grade stainless for wet environments or humid conditions. And here's a shot of the spine for you, and that's coming in at 0.130 or 3.3 millimeters. Pretty robust spine, very nice point on it, heavy duty, no issues there. Now this knife does have jimping. I'm not really crazy about jimping, but it's not too severe. And there's a shot of the striations. Convex grind, of course, and razor sharp, catches on the nail immediately. And so let's talk about some of the changes. Actually, before we do that, let me just mention the weight. This knife was advertised as weighing 2.45 ounces online, or 70 grams. And I weighed it, and this knife is actually an ounce heavier. It's coming in at 3.4 ounces or 97 grams. So 97 grams on the weight. Shot of the other side. And one of the things they did change on this knife is the steel. The previous version, the Bravo Necker 2, was in CPM 3V, which is a tougher steel. And the other changes they did were the scales are now permanently part of the knife, whereas the older version, the scales were removable. In addition, the lanyard tube goes right through the scales, and on the older version it would stick out up here. It was actually part of the tang. So those are a couple of the differences there. Now what you're looking at here as far as scales, that's a black canvas with Mosaic pins and red liners. There you go. Shot of the liners underneath. And there's really no issues on the fit and finish on this one. I think it's a more custom look, it's a more refined look, and it's a little more comfortable. And the pins don't, the bolts don't stick out. Now I'll lay it there where you can see it, and here is the older version, side by side, and they're basically the same knives as far as scale, but the bolts do stick out on the removable scales. There is the lanyard hole in the back here, and as you can see, it's part of the tang. It's just a piece of steel there. There's a profile shot of the bolts, and you can see they stick out, so you are going to feel them on the older version. Knife has jimping. This is the 3V version, so the steel is going to be a little tougher. And there is a black coating on the blade, partial, right here near the ricasso area. as well as on the spine. So that's basically the difference between the 2016 newer version and the older. I think this is more refined, certainly looks more custom, and it's more comfortable in the hand. It's smooth throughout. Now, I'm going to show you the original necker. And there you go on the bottom. And as you can see, it's smaller. It's also lighter. It's a little more compact. I think this is more practical for a neck knife. But those are the three variations with the 2016 newer version in the middle. Now, I previously indicated that I had a different carry option in mind for this knife as opposed to the leather sheath that it came with. And this is what I had in mind. This is an optional sheath that I purchased with my original Bravo necker. I haven't seen them in years. I don't know if they stopped making them or they just ran out of stock. But it's a very nice belt sheath, belt carry. It does have a very small loop here on the side for a small Ferro-rod. So it gives me that option, and that just rides in there out of the way. Some attachment points, and I can get a 1.5 inch belt through here no problem. And this sheath was actually designed for the Bravo necker 2, and as you can see, it's a custom fit. I mean, it fits in there perfectly. It doesn't rattle. It's not going to fall out of there. And it has a thumb brake release. One more time. Thumb brake, extract the knife. So this would be my preferred option. I wish I would have purchased two of them at the time when they came out. And there's a shot of it for you. So I'll put the knife here where you can still see it. Let me see if I can bring in a little closer so you can check it out before I close out. Very nice fixed blade. About as big as I would go for me. Some of you might disagree and prefer a larger knife, but for a fixed blade, this is about as large as I would go. And there you go. And once again, you're looking at the Bark River Bravo Necker 2 2016 version, CPM 154 on the blade steel. This one is in black canvas with pins and red liners. 3.4 ounces or 97 grams. Thanks for tuning in, and see you all next time.